What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mr. Dungle's channel. Today, September 28th, 2021. We're coming to you live from the jungle. You guys already know what time it is. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe button. As always, this is not financial advice, and we do this for entertainment purposes only. Currently, the markets are looking pretty stable, pretty nice. We are looking for a small bounce back, as you guys know. Adam 3484, an amazing coin, something that we've been riding here on this network for a while. We've done some beautiful pivot points, and we have continued to grow. We'd like to take a look at Bitcoin real quick. Bitcoin, you guys already know, hit that 40,780. What's up, Eliseo Carnalito? Pulver says, another day of learning. VLM says, let's get it, bro. Thank you guys for tuning in. Together, we will make a difference in the space. And go over, boom, and here we go. So I want to talk to you guys real quick, something we've talked about on this channel for a very long time. Adrian says, what's up, Mr. D? What's up? Okay. You guys, this is the weekly chart. If you want to join me, enter your weekly chart. I am a little bit upset. I'm a little bit pissed off because the big channels want to cover this shit now after I've covered this shit for a very long time. Let's play this clip real quick. This channel, you know, I am not calling a $100,000 Bitcoin. I am calling for an $80,000 to $90,000 Bitcoin by the end of this year, and it's still on track to do that. We can hit 38,000. All right, let's look at this graph. We called it from here. I'm going to make a video on it over the next few days. This is a left shoulder. This is an inverse head. This is a right shoulder. We have continued to call this day in and day out. We said on the weekly time frame this would form into an inverse head and shoulders pattern, and it would explode over to the $90,000 range by the end of the year. Today we saw channels like Cryptos or Russ and other channels that I'm not going to give clout to right now mention the same scenario, something we've been covering for months. Let's get over to the point what we want to cover. We have been in a consolidation phase. When you see patterns like this for the normal, you are going to see major corrections. Let's bring this to your attention, and let me see if I can pull up the pivots real quick. I will add pivots to this so you guys can, well, I don't want that one. There we go. So we've got that one, and extension, there you go. Boom. Look at this. Kevin says, my name's Tyrone. Tyrone, what it do? PJ Cole says, what's up, Mr. Dungles? Justin Cattle says, what's Harmony 2 going to be? Justin Cattle top at. We will talk about that. But real quick, let's tune into Adam, the coin that is making a lot of gains. Let's remember, and this is on the hourly time frame, okay? This right here is just 7 days ago. From $28, we rode it all the way to $43. Kent, I know you guys remember this. I know people who are in the chat right now remember this. If you're in the signals, if you're in the groups. Then we went down, we went up, we went down, we rode it, we were there with the emotions, we continued. And right now, yes, most of us got in around that $49 range, and we've continued to dollar cost average lower. Some of us were expecting and still are expecting a move to $28 before we finally see that $50 to $60 Adam prior to it obviously reaching 100, because you need to pass 50 to 60. I know you guys want to run, but this is not about running. This is about walking and getting directly to where you need to go. Let's talk about MTV real quick. MTV on the charts. 153. This, what's up, bro? 153. Entry point, amazing. Again, not financial advice, just amazing entry point. You missed it when we called it at 0.0035. We rode it all the way to 2.5 cents. It has been consolidating strongly. It has seen 149, 148, I believe. And since then, it's slowly risen. At this price, you're still getting an amazing deal. You can get 100,000 coins for roughly $1,538.93 if you were looking at this graph right now. There's a couple other coins we are going to be talking about today, but very important. I want to answer your questions. I haven't done a lot of lives. We have Cindy, the crypto gal, who fills in and does these videos. Again, if you guys follow my Twitter, you know I don't depend on YouTube for income. So, you know, we do that for giveaways, and we don't really, you know, feel a need to be there. Again, Crude says, hey, bro, what's up? Justin says, Harmony. Let's get over to Harmony real quick. I know a lot of you want to cover it, so let's get straight to it. We'll use the Binance.us. And right here, this is on the weekly chart. Okay, I don't have to say it. You guys know this. This is an inverse head and shoulders perfectly to the T. The level of where this is going, the price to where this is going, all right, is going to be huge. I understand we're already at the end of the month. You understand the parabolic, movement that's coming, and from there on, you will continue to see the immense growth. If you missed it when we called it at 0.015 at the beginning of this bull run in January, you have an opportunity to still get in at 15 cents before it pulls a matic. If you missed it when it came all the way down from 20 cents, then good. You can continue to go. We have, let's see, bomb. We have Habib, and I guess, we have, it's just another troll. So, Habib, guess what? You're just gonna be gone. Perfect. So, One Harmony 15.2, an amazing, channel. And we continued to grow. Some will call it a cup and handle. We can zoom out. That's a beautiful cup and a handle being formed. I just call it an inverse head and shoulders. I mean, you can't get a more beautiful inverse head and shoulders pattern than this. Here is the left shoulder. Here is the perfect inverse head. I'm going to highlight it for you. And here is the, again, right shoulder. Confirmation gone. We can go a little bit going down. Sure, we can pull over here like we've done. And then boom. All right. We should see new all-time highs leading over the next few days. I do want to prepare you for another dip, which is probably going to come. Let's be very, very honest. There's a high percentage of another dip, okay? If you guys continue to believe the China FUD and all that comes out of China, I'm going to give you one good reason why you should not be paying attention to the darn China FUD. You know what's banned in China? Facebook. You know what's banned in China? Amazon. You know what's banned in China? Google. Google, one of the top companies in the world. Facebook, the top social media platform in the world that owns some of the under ones of the world. What else? You have so many things that are banned. Amazon. In America, we would be, nothing without Amazon at this point. Sometimes it comes out cheaper to order from Amazon than it does to go to your local store. Again, that's banned in China. What am I trying to tell you? If you want to continue to gift your crypto to the whales, to people that are there, because if you see, as soon as you press that sell button, it buys, guess what? That's because someone's waiting. There's a whale, a big mouth, just going yup and biting and eating. It's simple. It's common sense. Now, if you have coins such as Shiba Inu and Doge, you're SOL. I'm just going to let you guys know that now. Those are meme coins. Sure, for a couple of dollars, have fun. Want to put $100 into it? Sure, knock yourself out. Don't put, a lot of money into this stuff. Always, I can't stress this enough. Take profits. Taking profits is the best thing you can do in the history of crypto, stocks, anything you're in. There's nothing wrong with taking profits. Again, make sure you guys understand that, yes, there's going to be a lot of volatility. The volatility we've just seen, again, I will just show you this graph. This right here, and we'll just go right here. About 2 weeks out. Look at this, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. If you haven't made money, A, you're listening to the wrong people. B, you haven't done your assignments. Or C, you're buying tops and selling lows. Because yes, I've understood that if you buy here and you sell here, you freak out because you see it here, and then you see it here at 28, you sell even more. And then as soon as you sell, what happens? It starts spiking back up. And like this rally right here that went from $32, I won't forget it, all the way to $39. Okay. Then a correction, came down to 43, came down to 35 again, boom, again 43 to 45, 38, and now we're consolidating. Could see 28, could see a little bit lower, or we could just see a continuation to the upside, but slowly making its way up. Again, don't leverage trade. Don't trade more than you're willing to lose. And this is why you need to take profits. It's just simple. Garcia Bob says China loves VET as well. Let's cover VET real quick. Because it's something that we used to cover a lot on this channel. We called it from its basically inception over the last few, probably the last 8, 9, I don't know, 10 months. Let's delete that out the way, get the cursor active. And there we go. We have a vet. And just as Garcia Bob says, absolutely, this is a coin that is a use case coin every single day. Every single day. I don't care. And Fantasy Hustles, a good acquaintance, pointed out VET is not located in China. It has a lot of China partners. Yes, absolutely. But it is actually coming from Singapore. Again, VET is something that's going to take over. I don't care if the circulating supply is higher than a lot. Look at what XRP did. XRP has a larger, or a large circulating supply. You got PJ Colt says, where do you see ETH at the end of the year? End of the year for ETH. Let's pull it up again. I've continued to say we'll probably see realistic numbers around that $6,000 range. Now, you guys remember there's a guy, I forget what his name is, and he loves leaving comments, and he said, oh, right here, it's all done, sell. And then the next thing you know, you go all the way up here. And yeah, you come down. And guess what? That's where you make your money. Buy, sell, buy, buy. Just take profits. It's simple. Stellar says, just got here. Did you cover MTV Dungles? I did, but I will cover it again for you. Do not worry. Nathan Mann says, ACH. ACH, another coin. I like it. It's compared to AMP. ACH at 6 cents is a hell of a price. I think several of you guys ran up ACH with us when it got listed on Coinbase at, what was it? We got in at like a penny and a half, rode it all the way to 19, 20 cents and came down. And ever since it's battled a little bit and it hasn't crossed over, a large amount, but it still has decent volume and it's a solid project with solid coins. It has a solid max supply. AMP. I'm not a big fan of AMP. AMP and I have personal issues. That's the truth. Because of, what it did a while back. Going, pumping, dumping, and all that. Again, AMP has a larger supply. And, AMP, again, is something that, yes, it's going to make numbers too. A lot of people FOMO'd into it because they believe the Amazon rumors saying if this would happen, that would happen. And they found out that's just not necessarily accurate. Fantasy Hustle says made 6 racks off of ACH. And that is true. How do you feel? PJ Colt says, how do you feel about Cardano? ADA. We'll pull it up on here. And Cardano, again, is another work of art. We called it at 0.0, 35 cents? Something like that. It's a phenomenal coin. A coin that has a lot of use case. But here's one thing I'll tell you. We could see around $5 by the end of the year or beginning of next year, because I still believe that the bull run will be continued throughout the first few weeks, at least, of 2022. Now, at 205, ask yourself, you guys remember we went to 192, we went here to 203, and then just before that, we were low. I mean, we were low. This is August. I mean, look. And you guys remember we hit $1. We're doubled. A lot of people make the mistakes of getting into the wrong coins. And when they get into the wrong coins, they feel like they need to make up for it. And then they make up more mistakes because they continue to chase coins. And I'm not here to tell you who to listen to. I'm not here to tell you, what to do. But I'm here to share with you that, a lot of times if you were to listen to Fat Boy Crypto, you guys know him. He calls a coin, a day or two later, it dumps, really hard. Have you guys noticed that similarity in most of the coins he calls? Hey, we just got into this. 2 days later, boom, price falls. So, we've called him and designated him the CNN of crypto because that's what he is. Today, I want to talk to you about XPR coin. It is a coin that we've been monitoring for quite a while. And, it's not something that we've talked about a lot. The number one thing we want to tell you, obviously, is, do your own research, do your own analysis. It does have a 10 billion coin supply, max supply. And its current circulating supply is around 5.2, 5.3. This is available to trade here in the United States, and that's going to be via KuCoin. If you use Gate.io, you have to use a VPN, and you can use PancakeSwap if I'm not mistaken. And you want to continue to, keep an eye on it. I think it's got a lot of potential. It is a blockchain smart contract platform. It's to do with peer-to-peer, person-to-person payments, consumer applications. It wants to provide security, verified identities, and things of that nature. I will let you know one thing. All-time high, I believe, was 10 cents. All-time low was just 2 months ago at 0.003. It's doubled since then. And again, it's a coin to just stack up on. I mean, if you can let's bring up the calculator. Let's go right now and bring out the calculator real quick. And we're going to it right now. So, put you on the screen real quick. Here you go. So, say you have $500 and you divide that by 0.00. Just put 8 because by the time you get in, it'll probably be higher. And that gives you 62,500 coins, right? That's $500. So, let's just make it simple. For $790, you're going to get 100,000 coins. Now, at 10 cents, which it's already done, and I anticipate it'll run up a lot more, that's $10,000. Take away $790, that's $9,200 you just made. Again, this is not financial advice. This is just an opinion. We've made this with several coins. We have MTV. Oh, I believe Stellar wanted me to cover MTV. MTV is doing good. It's rebounding right now. MTV is at an amazing price entry point. 0.0148 to the 0. Anything under 2 cents is really a steal, to be honest. Crude Studio says, I love videos. Me, Dungles. For sure, brother. Stellar says, I can't believe more people don't watch Dungles. It's literally free money. That is very true. But, I mean, for the few of you that do, you guys are making money, and that's all that matters. If you want to follow me on the social medias, you can follow us on Twitter at mdungles. You can follow us on Instagram at misterdungles. We do have a giveaway. There is an iPhone 13 Pro Max here, a blue 128 gigs giveaway with a clear case that's being given away. All you have to do is go to the YouTube channel of Mr. Dungles, find the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment with your Instagram handle, and a winner will be selected on October 15th, 2021. So if you guys, let's pull this scenario up again with XPR. So a lot of people say, well, it hasn't seen all-time high since last year. That is something you want to look for in a coin. Number 2 thing you want to look for in a coin is not necessarily graphing. And I'll tell you one thing. If graphing, whatever you want to call it, charting, worked 150%, then Sando Ricci, the call he just made earlier today, is trash. Crypto Jeb, the calls he's made over the last few days, trash. Just last week, Ethereum was supposed to explode. Today it's dumping. Tomorrow's exploding. Charts can only tell you so much. You have to go down to fundamentals. Fundamentals of the product you're in. Again, you're in crypto to make money. but you need to understand what your products or what your coins do. You know, you have One Harmony, you have Matic, you have VET, you have Mana, you have so many coins that provide so many advantages. And a lot of people say, well, yeah, well, crypto is the new financial system. And while I do agree with that, I think there's a lot of things that need to be ironed out. Stable coins, use case coins, and things like that. Marvin the Martian 925 says, making money from outside the group, saving up for that spot though. Need those signals. Hey man, just, throw a message to me via Twitter at mdungles today. Reach out to me. We'll work something out if you want. I mean, just talk. Again, this is a perfect example. XPR, you can get it again on KuCoin. If you missed out on the 0.0035 call of MTV, I believe this is a decent call. Yeah, decent coin to get into. And it's going to be a longer term hold, in my opinion. It's 10 billion in coins. All-time high again was just in 2022. Go over again and just verify that data. Yes, April 27, 2022 was 10 cents. What that gives me to understand is this coin, with one listing on Coinbase, one listing on anything, could explode. And these coins can come out of the woodworks. So I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to just share with you and say, this is one of the coins you want to just, cool. Oh, yeah. And Garcia Bob, Telcoin as well. Yes, we can't forget about Telcoin. And Telcoin's, again, another coin we got in at similar prices like this, and look where it went and things of that nature. Again, so say you don't have, the 787, and you're like, you know what? I want to put just $200. Let's do math. $200 divided by 0.00, just put 8 because it'll probably be that price. It's 25,000 coins. So 25,000 coins times 0.10 gives you $2,500. Take away $200, you have $2,300, which means you've 10x, a little bit over 10x, I think. What was it? Yeah, you have a little bit over 10x. Not only that, but obviously take money for your taxes and all that. After you take away your, initial, make sure you take away your initial, take something for yourself. You'll still have $2,000. And that's a good amount of money for a nice return. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them now. We will be on the stream here for a couple more minutes. Again, I really would have loved to get into the coin a little bit, sooner, but with one listing. And again, what did I say? Once it gets to 8 cents, it's gonna go from there. And we have Bitcoin trading. Michael Brown says, "When Moon, where Lambo? What's up?" Again, where's Moon? Where's Lambo? What's up? Onyx1392 says, "What do you think about Silo? I love Silo." Shout out to my son Aaron, who put us game onto Silo. We definitely say Silo is a gem. It is a special coin. So definitely something to keep in your portfolio for sure. We're gonna do small little thing while on the air. Where do you think is the best strategy? What do you think? Or we're going into the type of stock market. Give me 1 second while I do a small trade. And again, ask the questions. I'll be reading them here in just a quiet moment. Oh, what did I do? No. And again, XPR is on KuCoin. Oh. Let's see. There we go. Perfect. All right. So, Crude Studio says, where do you think is the best strategy to watch out for when going into this type of stock market? I'm not understanding your question because we're not covering the stock market. Unless you're referring to this as a stock market, which I could understand. But if you could just rephrase that for me one time, that would be great. In the meantime, on your screen, you guys can see the following. You see the charts. This is tradingview.com, tradingview.com. This is a platform that people use to chart. You can, click any of these fancy icons and do cool things. Like to do like and then, move it around and look at for patterns and things of that nature. You also have, and I think there is a subscription for that. What you do is you just come here. It'll ask you for coins. You should start getting familiarized, like XLM with the abbreviations, AMP, USD. If you're on KuCoin, it's most likely going to be USDT. If you're overseas, you can do like AMP, what is it, G or BTC, GBP, things like that. And again, Silo, I think we covered it, but it is a solid project. It is something that we are monitoring, and we've put a little bit of faith into the project. Again, follow me on Twitter at mdungles. Follow us on Instagram at MISTERDUNGLES, Mr. Dungles. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. And do not forget to enter the giveaway free, no purchase necessary, brand new iPhone 13 Pro Max. Okay, Crude Studio says, basically, what is the key things you should watch out for when doing what you do and how you prevent yourselves from going broke or getting perfect? No, it's fine. So and you can cuss. We're not. I mean, I've limited my cussing a lot, but that's just me. Basically, what are the things key you should watch out for when doing what you do? So let's go over to a chart that's fairly easy to read. Let's take away these pivots and just leave it screened. There's two patterns that you should get yourself very familiarized with. And if you want to join me on this, all you have to do is on one of your browsers, go to Google and type in, inverse head and shoulders trading pattern. And then check for a head and shoulders pattern. Obviously, common sense will tell you one is the opposite, one is good, one is bad. Well, I'm going to, show you this real quick. My charting is not like anybody else's. I don't do conventional charting. I do my own charting. This is an inverse head and shoulders pattern, even though it's got broken up here, but you still have the inverse head, and the right shoulder. On a head and shoulders pattern, which we can make it from here, but not that, remove that, would be you would look at right here. You would look at this, and this, which would push for continuation to the downside. You sometimes have a fake breakout and then come down. All right. So an inverse head and shoulders is a bullish term, and it's one of the best patterns to try to find and follow. To answer your question, you want to get on tradingview.com and study charts. You want to look at, right now, this pattern is showing me we're going down. We confirmed we can go down more perfectly, but there's a pattern here. If we zoom out, we have an inverse head and shoulders. This is just continuation to the downside. Well, you want confirmation. You need to go to a 4-hour pattern. What do you see here? Well, you see the same inverse head and shoulders, but you see momentum downside. So it got invalidated. Let's go to the daily chart. What do we see in the daily chart? Let's go over to cross. And then the daily, we see that from 962, which was just July, we've gone all the way to $44. You see? And it's a thing. So you want to look. Sometimes you want to look at the weekly chart. It's not going to hurt. Okay? What happens here is we came all the way up. Realistically, would have been perfect to stop right here around 26, consolidate all the way to around 17, possibly 18, and as low as 15, and then continue to the upside. Because we did this, we are now consolidating heavily. Again, you see what's going on. So those are certain things that you want to take a look at. Garcia Bob says, watch for Daddy Dungle's videos. He will show you the way to profits. Yes, and take profits. And how do you not go broke? You don't sell for a loss. And you hold. Obviously, I mean, let's go over a scenario that played out just a few months ago. You had One Harmony VET at all-time highs. That went to like 26, 27 cents, a little bit over probably. One Harmony went to 21 cents, 21 cents. Now, what do you do there? You sell. If you bought at 5 cents, 10 cents, 15 cents, you're in profit. And you have patience. You wait. Why do you wait? You wait because you know that the law of attraction and just the law of just common sense says what goes up must come down. And as cliche as that may sound, it is very, very true. What goes up must come down. It doesn't mean it's going to come out significantly. It doesn't mean it's going to come down so drastic, but there's room. So if you bought, let me show you an example. If you bought One Harmony at 0.05 cents times, let's just say you got 10,000 coins, that's $500, right? So 10,000 coins times, just say you sold at 0.20, that's $2,000, you made 1,500. You take away the 500, you only have $1,500 left, which means you have profit. You should take out 30% of that, just leave it away for taxes, and just say you're like, you know what, I'm buying myself something nice, so I'm only going to play with 1,000. That $1,000 that you have right there is pure profit. It could come crashing down tomorrow and no one could say anything. You're like, okay, I'm holding and I'm going to buy. And, you know, you saw it come down to 16 cents and you're like, cool, I'm going to buy at take that 1,000 and divide it into 0.16, and that's going to give you 6,250 coins, right? Okay, cool. 6,250. I remember the coin actually went back up to like 18. Boom, you made 125 bucks. What's my point? You want to ride the swings. When you see the coin continue to come, when you see that the market is coming down, pull out, wait, patience. Mid-July, you saw the market starting to correct. You saw these bottoms all the way down. If you would have gotten into One Harmony when we called it in the middle of July, you would have probably a little bit over 4x'd your money. And it's not saying, hey, do this, do that. No, it's just making sure that you understand that there's nothing wrong with taking profits. But the biggest thing is, so you don't have your head knocked off, is buy yourself something nice. It's only going to motivate you to get better. Take your initial out so you don't feel like you're losing anything. And be cautious. There's nothing wrong. There's not a race. You know, that $1,000 today could get you over 100,000 coins in XPR. You hold on. Every penny that goes up, 100,000 coins, that's $1,000. Isaiah Vasquez says, are we seeing 38,000 dungles? Possibly. Don't know. We're not talking about that right now. Crude Studio says, so would you say in 100%, it's 100% better to grab it while it's all-time low because most of the time it may go up, but I understand this. It's very hard to say 100%. We don't like to say 100% anything. And I think it's, you're never going to make the bottom and you're never going to make the top. It's happened to us a few times just out of sheer blessings from God. but primarily you're not gonna make that as a 100%. That's just not realistic. You don't want to set yourself up for failure. Again, XPR gets listed on a major exchange tomorrow or over the next few weeks. You're going to see that coin, which is currently under a penny, go to 3, 5, 6 cents, even more. Solid project could even go higher. So always take the time to do your research. Study the coin, see why it stopped progressing, see who it's in business with, and things like that are going to help you become a more efficient trader. Now, I will tell you this, the longevity of a person trading versus holding. So a person that holds usually comes out better in the long term. Traders, if you are led by emotions, are going to get wrecked each and every time. Again, don't leverage trade. Don't put more money than you're willing to lose. And understand that this is all new. Doesn't matter how many gurus, doesn't matter the courses, doesn't matter whatever. This is still new, and every day people make mistakes. So true, take those profits, baby. Yes, P. Miller, what are some of your favorite indicators you go by? Some of the indicators are self-made up ones. I mean, I think, I don't know if you just entered the chat, but let's go over to Bitcoin, which is what we've been, we don't have to do USDT, which is what we've been calling. We've called this is on the weekly chart. You guys can go back in the back of the videos. When this started, we called it. We said an inverse head and shoulders. It'd come, and then you'll see it up. And this is why BitBoy's prediction is not going to come true. And I mean, we can see volatility all the way up for sure, but we're going to see a bull run still in January of this year, coming up, 2022, in my opinion. Money management guru. No, just, informing of what I would call, basic information that should be available to everyday people. Vane says, a question, how have you heard? See right there, and that's the thing right here between the chats. You guys talk to each other. There's people that know TA 10 times better than I do. Again, I don't do conventional TA. I use pivots. If you come down, I watch EMAs for sure. I study MACDs. Vane 3 says, you're ahead of ACH. How do you always have the scoop on new listings? It happens. That's it. It's a blessing. If you have social media, go on Twitter, follow Coinbase Pro, Coinbase Regular, Binance, your major exchanges that you're in, and activate the bell notification, as stupid as that sounds. And as soon as the alert comes out, you're in it, and you're like, boom, and you have to do your analysis really quickly. Like, the coin's exploding on another network. For example, XPR explodes tomorrow. If it gets listed on Coinbase, the people that are holding it on KuCoin will explode, love it. But then there's going to be a new batch of people that are going to come in on the day it gets listed or it goes live, and they're going to buy in at limit orders cheap, and then ride it out and get in, get out. It's like that. So it's really about dedicating time to your craft. It's about dedicating time, which is not easy. A lot of people have 9-to-5s, have their jobs, have families, have so many responsibilities, so many. So, we have MTV. I look forward still for MTV VET listing. VET at 8 cents. We're going to pull it up real quick on the charts. Again, BTC, we call the inverse head and shoulders. Just going to say that one more time. And it doesn't mean we can't go down to 36K. I've continued to say we can see 36K. We drop over under 32K, then yes, we have issues. Again, we have a small inverse head and shoulders coming out. Confirmation should break out to the upside. You guys remember, this is what I signal as the top. We went to 28 cents. At 8 cents, it's a hell of a price for what it does. So that's on that time frame. You could probably go over to the 4-hour time frame, and a lot of people will be like, oh, well, things are going up. Well, a lot of things are mimicking Bitcoin currently, and that is what the market has come down to. Again, make sure you go onto the Twitter spheres of the world. See what we have here. Oh, here we go. Mr. Dungles giveaway. There's the video. All you have to do is go to Twitter's mdungles. That's the Twitter handle, and you'll see, click on this video. All you have to do is leave your Instagram tag, and we will do a live giveaway on the 15th, and it won't be chosen by me. It'll be automated, but it will be live via Instagram, so make sure you guys understand and know that. Without any further questions, I'm going to open up the floor for about another 60 to 120 seconds while we get prepared to call it a day. We don't go on live so often, but just wanted to share that with you. And would love for you guys to study what is blockchain technology. Aaron, hello, son. Study what is blockchain technology and study what are NFTs. I will leave a brief message about NFTs. There is a brand new NFT that just launched on our page, and it is a NFL players NFT. So, go ahead, take a look at it, bid on it, whatever, makes your heart happy. NFTs are a thing of collectibles of the future. And for those that were born in the 90s or 80s or 70s, you used to get little trophies here and there. Well, we're in the digital era. I guess you have 10, 12, 13-year-olds with phones now, and everything's digital. So you should continue to put yourself ahead of the curve. And it may seem difficult at times, but it is surely worth it. And if you guys like these types of streams where they're more informative than anything, please press a 7 in chat, and we will for sure note of that. And we will try to go live a little bit more frequently as we used to do so before. Again, just to give you a recap, VET at a price of 8.3 won't be too much longer before it takes off a bit. We have ADA Cardano coming in at 205, MTV at around 0.0155, XPR coming in again. Bring it up on screen. Told you guys it would not be long before it'd be at 0.008, and I would not be surprised if it just happens to blow up at some point in here in the near future. Again, thank each and every one of you guys for tuning in today. God bless you guys all. Jesus loves you. I love you. And again, we're not the largest channel, and we don't care about those numbers. We care about actually giving you guys information that can be useful with your guys' own research to help make informative decisions. Garcia Bob has faith in XDC. That is another good coin. Mr. Rick, what's up? And again, a lot of you guys have ways to message and contact with Mr. Dungles, and yeah. And Bitcoin dominance, since you mentioned that BTC consolidation right now. Love the channel, bro. So I can give you a little bit of information on that. Let's go to, what is it? Coin market cap. So BTC dominance right now is at around 42.7%. We have Ethereum gas fees at around 18.3, which is 75 GWEIs. Currently 414,000 exchanges. Our market cap is under $2 trillion. Some of the biggest gainers, again, are stupid meme coins. Stay away from those because majority of them are going to be rug pulls. In terms of Bitcoin dominance, I don't really have a metric to go by. I do understand that Bitcoin dominance could fall while alts perform, and vice versa. I would say that we should stop paying attention to so many signals or alerts or whatever they're called, or just focus on fundamentals. Focusing on fundamentals will help you like you have no idea. And I'll give you guys an example. We'll pull it up. You guys remember Solana? We called it from $20 and then it rose and it went exponentially 10 times more than what we ever thought. But very important thing. So, well, that's not a good example because it doesn't have a max supply. I think this has a max supply. Right here. So, okay, so you go on coinmarketcap.com or whatever platform you want to use for preliminary research. This is the preliminary phase. You're going to come down, link prices, and you're going to be like, okay, this is the price. This doesn't really matter. This, okay. You want to look at three important things. Trading volume. You want to learn that's 100, 100,000, 100 million, billion. So this is $1 billion. All right. That volume is very, very strong. Market dominance. Market rank. This, yes, it has to do, but at the same time, it doesn't. But you can just throw it into that column. You want to look at your all-time high and your all-time lows. At one point, people had this coin at 13 and 14 cents and threw it away because it was not performing. Let me remind you that just 5 months ago, this coin was $52. Again, just take that into perspective. And the third most important thing you should look at is your total circulating and max supply. Max supply will help you understand that that's the limit and that's it. Total supply as well. And then your circulating supply. If it has no max supply or you can't find it, do a little bit more research. I like coins that are under 50 billion max supplies within a very, very important use case. Yo, bro, you haven't answered my DM. Yo, I think you got the wrong snap, bro. Because I didn't get it. I'm glad you're on. Kevin, todavía estás ahí. And shout out to all my Latinos, everybody, out there. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. And yes, sir. Go to crypto. Te lo voy a escribir en el chat. Tírame por el DM aquí. Añádame ahora. All right, so again, Mr. Dungles, MisterDungles on Instagram, and MDungles on Twitter. Make sure you guys, know that you have and then you want to look at, for example, what markets you're in or what exchanges. So you're on Binance, Coinbase, Huobi, Gate.io, FTX, and the Coinbase exchange. You are more than likely on both exchanges, which is Coinbase Pro or Coinbase. Let's explain this real quick to my new followers, or if you're new to the crypto game. Coinbase Pro has less fees. It's just a little bit more complicated to use, such as is KuCoin. Coinbase Regular is very easy to use. It's a very user-friendly interface. So that is something to please take into consideration and, look at. And then you have, again, what is this coin? What is that? And John P added you. Okay, ya lo tengo. So again, thank you guys. Again, if you want to join the signals, just send a DM, mdungles. If the DMs are closed, just post, hey, DMs are closed, add me, and you'll be added. Again, thank you. Take care. God bless. Jesus loves you. I love you guys. I'm out. End of the stream.